U.S. intelligence agencies, the CIA, NSA, various military intelligence, all missed a slate of recent alleged Chinese and Russian hacks. Why? Well, part of the reason might be that they can't operate internally inside the U.S. But the domestic watchdogs, the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, miss these hacks too. So the White House apparently now knows the country is at the very least on the back foot when it comes to hacking from adversaries. So the White House is currently mulling a complete overhaul of U.S. cyber defenses, including a greater embrace of domestic industry partners and greater internal monitoring, quoting the New York Times. When not one but two cyber hacks have gone undetected by the federal government in such a short period of time, it's hard to say that we don't have a problem, said Representative Mike Gallagher, a Republican of Wisconsin, and a co-chairman of a congressionally mandated cyberspace commission. The system is blinking red, he said. America's foremost hacking teams and digital defenders reside in Fort Meade, Maryland, home to the National Security Agency and its military counterpart, the United States Cyber Command. Over more than a decade, with billions of dollars in new technology, they have littered foreign networks with various forms of beacons that give them access to detect attacks as they are coming together or begin. But like missile defense, that is hardly an impermeable shield, and foreign actors have begun to identify America's blind spot. If hackers can assemble an attack from inside America's borders, the U.S. government's best hunt teams can be blindsided. Quote, "The NSA cannot operate in the domestic infrastructure," retired Admiral Michael S. Rogers, the former director of the agency, said on Friday at the Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern University. "You can't defend something you can't see," end quote. But there is no political appetite to reverse decades of limits on intelligence agencies to monitor and defend network traffic inside the United States. Instead, Biden administration officials said they would seek a deeper partnership with the private sector, tapping the knowledge of emerging hacking threats gathered by technology companies and cybersecurity firms. The hope, current and former officials say, is to set up a real-time threat-sharing arrangement whereby private companies would send threat data to a central repository where the government could pair it with intelligence from the National Security Agency, the CIA, and other spy shops to provide a far earlier warning than is possible today. "I don't want the intelligence agency spying on Americans, but that leaves the FBI as the de facto domestic intelligence agency to deal with these kinds of attacks," said Senator Angus King, a Maine independent, member of the Senate Intelligence Committee and co-chairman of the Cyberspace Commission. "I'm just not sure they're set up for this," end quote. There are other hurdles as well. The process of getting a search warrant is too cumbersome for tracking nation-state cyber attacks, Mr. Gerstel said. Quote, "Someone's got to be able to take that information from the NSA and instantly go take a look at that computer," he said. "But the FBI needs a warrant to do that, and that takes time, by which point the adversary has escaped," end quote. Another obstacle is the slowness of identifying attackers. While the director of national intelligence concluded that the SolarWinds attack carried out last year was likely Russian in origin, a definitive assessment is not expected until this week or next. Only then can the United States respond with sanctions or cyber operations nearly a year after the attack began. Quote, "The thing that worries me in both of these cases, too, is just how slowly we tend to attribute and respond," Mr. Gallagher said, end quote.